The truth.
Hey, thanks for joining me here at Bitcoin and Coffee. I'm Eugene Forrest. So, if you're new to this channel and you're wondering, what is this Bitcoin and Coffee thing? What is this guy going for here? This is the video for you. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and what I think of Bitcoin and what I'm trying to do here. So, my name's Eugene Forrest. I'm 35 years old. I've been in Bitcoin here for about a year. And pretty much what happened was, I was on Pirate Bay and I was downloading something, and I seen the Bitcoin address at the bottom that said donate here, and I was like, I remember hearing about that back when I was taking some computer classes. So, I started looking over and I seen the price of Bitcoin, and I was like, wow, it's, gone up quite a bit. And then I started just watching some YouTube videos on it and educating myself on what Bitcoin was and what this thing called the blockchain was. And, the more I listened to people talk about it, the more I read stuff, my curiosity and fascination just grew and grew and grew. And then I started spending more and more and more time involved in this thing called cryptocurrency and blockchain, and what is it, what does it mean, how is society taking it, what are we going to do with it, what can we do with it. And I just started seeing like endless possibilities. And then as time grew and I was in the space longer and longer, I just I started small. I started seeing, investments work. I was seeing investments not work. I was seeing scams all over the place. I lost money. Everybody loses money, when they first start off here. And I watched other YouTubers grow and, start hitting the 2,000 and the 5,000, and I mean, now what's crypto at now, like 13,000. I remember joining his channel back at under 2,000 subscribers. And I think that I thought that I had something also to bring to the table. I thought that a casual, laid back approach, and videos that didn't go on and were 20 minutes and a half hour and an hour plus, because I didn't have that kind of time. I worked a job, I still work a job, and I just needed to be able to, get in what's the most pertinent information pretty much in the time that it took me to have a cup of coffee, because that was about all I had, to look at the charts, see what was happening, maybe watch a YouTube video or two as I, ran around the house trying to drink some coffee, eat some breakfast, change some clothes, look for my belt. And, I thought that I could bring that to the table. And I'm loving it. And then I'm also, as I'm here, I'm finding that there's, new people that are coming into the space. And, just like when I came into the space, they could use the help that I didn't get. They could use somebody saying, don't go over here, this is just another scam. Because it is the Wild West out here with the cryptocurrency. I could have used the help of somebody saying, this is what's happening, without me having to invest the time of an hour and a half to watch the latest show. So, I've started putting this out here, and it seems to be working. I mean, the subscribers, you guys, my numbers are growing. So I'm trying to be able to put more effort into this, because I'm sure you guys don't want to see videos where, I have all of 30 minutes in the morning as I'm trying to run out the door to go, punch my time clock, and I am ill prepared. So, in my job this summertime, it slows down a bit, so I should be able to have some more time to invest into this, which is wonderful for both of us, because, being a happy person, that comes from doing things that make you happy, and this makes me happy. So I'm hoping to be able to have some more time to give you guys some better videos. And with that also comes the correlation of, some better equipment. I mean, I've bought one spotlight so far, and, I've invested in a couple ads out there, and, different things to try to get this channel going. So I've added some more affiliation codes below to see what I can't do about growing this channel, and see if I can't get a nice camcorder. And I mean, I have a back room here that if I could ever remodel it or whatever, that would make a nice little studio. But, all right, let's digress and fall back. My thoughts is that Bitcoin is ultimate. Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin is gold. Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency that I feel secure enough to be able to put my money into and lock it away, and not worry that something's going to happen to it, that it's going to, disappear overnight. I think that cryptocurrency has, is evolving and has evolved and will continue to evolve. I believe that, Bitcoin is going to be here, when my son is in his 50s, when I have grandchildren that are older, Bitcoin is going to be here for them. Bitcoin is going to be the money of the future. As we send people into space to live, and, all that crazy sci-fi stuff, what are you going to do? You're going to start, like I come across before, what are you going to do? Start shipping gold and paper up to space? Are you going to, we're a digital society that is constantly evolving. And I mean, back, when I was a teen, texting wasn't even really a thing. You were lucky to have a cell phone when I was 16. So, and now a cell phone is a status symbol. So the ideal of where is this going to go is beyond our comprehension. It's going to explode in ways that we've never even thought of or can't think of. There are unknown variables out there in what's going to happen with cryptocurrency. But I mean, I'm positive for it. I have faith that this is going to go somewhere. I mean, as an individual, I've found that the banking industry has never done me any favors. I went to college for PC repair, and I got my AA certificate, or I went for PC repair. I got my A+ certification from Microsoft, and then I got my AA degree. It's just a community college, Brevard Community College, actually. And I ended up, $20,000 in debt, and it didn't get me nowhere. I'm just an RV tech. So, when I go to do things like apply for credit cards or get home loans, it's not, I'm not at the top of their priority list to go and give credit to. So these things have always been hard for me. So when I came into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and I found that I could be my own bank and that this was working, I started developing the ideal and the concept for my retirement, that I want to not work my entire life and punch a time clock, because when I'm 55 years old and older, the things that I do now for a living, I'm not going to be able to do them then. So I seen that I can take my money and I can go to Coinbase, and I mean, and this was early on that I seen this. I could go to Coinbase and I could buy Bitcoin, and I could put it in my hard wallet, and that it only became more. And then I seen that if I took small portions of it and I went out and gambled pretty much on the trading markets, that I could take my savings for retirement and make it grow and accumulate more. So I, worked it. Instead of, going and paying somebody else to, invest with them and hope that they do a good job and bring me a return, that I could go take my money and I could work it myself. And then the only person responsible for whether or not I did well or not well was me. And when I saw this, I was like, okay, well, this is how I would go ahead and invest my money to retire. And then this is how I take that money and help make it grow faster to possibly be able to retire not at 65 but more like 55, you know. And I just want to help bring that message out there to you. I want you guys to see that cryptocurrency is going to be the wave of the future. I want you to see that, you know, it's always recommended to only put in, you know, what you're willing to lose. And that's true too. But at the same time, I've made cutbacks in my life so that I have more money that's freed up that I'm willing to possibly lose and invest in cryptocurrency, with the ideal that in 20 years from now, I won't have to do the things that I do to continue living. So, I mean, if these are concepts and ideals that you support as well, and, you know, you're looking for your daily news and, you know, you're just an average worker, then, I mean, we're on the same wavelength here. And that's what I want to do, is that I want you and me to sit here and be talking about the same thing together to achieve the same kind of goals. And I think that this can be done. So, you know, subscribe, like, and link to this video, you know, and we'll bring more people in. And then, you know, as this grows, we'll be able to divert other people from scams. We'll be able to see if there's ways that we can work together to find ways to help ourselves grow our BTC and maneuver through these Wild West, you know, times of cryptocurrency. And if we all can't just retire here in, you know, 20 years or under, because, I mean, isn't that the goal? You know, to spend times with our family, to do the things that we enjoy, to have money that works for us, instead of us working for the money to it never being enough, you know? So please subscribe, like, so other people can find us, link this video so that, you know, people that don't even know about cryptocurrency can find this. And remember, people, you got to keep your Bitcoin safe.